All right, here's another video. I have no idea what this is going to turn out like, but we used 5 different glazes in this bowl. We started out on the interior with Flux PC-17, and I brushed on 2 coats of Flux. Then you can see these thick drips in here. I did Obsidian C-1 and I did Indigo Float PC-23. After I did those drips, I actually came over the top here, as you can see, with the Obsidian. So we had this black line right here of Obsidian. And then we went back to the interior after all that was done, and I put a coat of Seaweed PC-42 over all of it. And if you don't know by now, Flux and Seaweed are very fluid glazes, and they're going to make things blend. And Seaweed on top of Obsidian gives you a lot of color. I'm not sure how it's going to react with the Indigo Float, but that's just something you've got to do. You got to play with this stuff. You got to kind of figure out which ones you think are going to work well. And sometimes you just go for it. On the outside then, I went ahead and took this, I got some Smoky Merlot, and I put Obsidian all the way down. After I put Seaweed on top of this one little band, then I took Obsidian and I went all the way down, 2 coats, and all this is brushed on. And then I took the Smoky Merlot, which typically gives you this dark, it'll be darker when you use Obsidian under it. And that's what this red is Smoky Merlot on top of Obsidian, and we have Seaweed on top of Obsidian. Then we have the Seaweed that goes the entire interior of the bowl. And we're going to fire this at cone 6 in a manual kiln, so there's no hold. I get it up to heat in somewhere between 4 and 5 hours, so kind of a medium speed. And when she kicks off, we let it cool for 12 to 18 hours until it's nice and cool, whenever I have time to open it. And I'll follow this video up and we'll see what this bowl turned out like. Happy glazing. Here is the finished product. We had our Flux that we did a couple of coats on, and then we did some drips of Indigo Float. And we did drips of Obsidian in here. And then after that was all done, we coated it again with Seaweed to make it all kind of meld together. Had a nice swirl in the bottom, see right here, which gave us some breaking action. We get that bronze copper color. It turned out really, really nice. Again, we had the Smoky Merlot out here, ended up being a little darker than I'd hoped for. Brought that over the top, but we did get a little frosting on the edge. But these drip bowls are really fun to do, really, really nice to gift or sell or use for yourself. And it's a real easy combo to do. Go try it for yourself. Enjoy.